MonNats 2021. I'm about to cover some of the most influential guys in the industry. This is the Gray Goose. The Gray Goose is owned by Lund Sr. And this is a record-holding car. And if you know anything about Coyote or Coyote community, you know who this is, you know who this car is. This car is a 7-second car. It is a Coyote car, and it is really fast. For a company that does so much for the racing industry, I feel like it would be an honor for me to give them some coverage and show you how they operate, their ins and outs, and the recognition that these guys truly deserve, because these guys got the Coyote game on lock. They are the go-to guys for Coyote and racing. They hold, to my knowledge, I think they hold every record or almost every record on Coyotes. And I feel like y'all need to see exactly who these guys are and what they do, and give you that kind of footage and that coverage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the ins and outs of this car and talk to the guys and show you how they operate, how they work, and give you a little info if I can. Tough break. Spun it off the line, but it's only qualifying. He's not out.
Just call them like the SM, the S197, S150.
All right, we're sitting here with Lund Sr. and Jr., I believe.
Yeah. Yes.
And so I saw your last pass. Last pass went 7:46, correct?
Yes, sir.
So how'd it feel to you?
It was great. That's the third 740 on the car. That's not the fastest it's gone. It's done a 743. That's probably, we're down our 60 foot a little bit. 127, we get the 60 foot down a little more because the car's been a 117, 116. I think we'll be able to pull 730 out of it. And that's kind of our goal, 730s, maybe even a high 720.
So that car's a record holder, if I believe, correct?
It is. It's been, it has a lot of notoriety. I bought it new July of 2011. And 3 days after I bought the car brand new from Murphy Ford up in Pennsylvania, I drove it to Florida. And it sat in Florida for 5 years as an R&D car for fluid turbo concepts. It was the very first twin turbo Coyote, period. Hellion said they were first, but we beat them by about a month. They had twin turbos on it at the very end of 2011, and it started making NMRA events and True Street events. It won King of Street in 2013. 2012, I went to Texas Mile. It was the first Coyote to break 200 in the mile. Did 2:06.6. And it's had a lot of magazine articles. It's actually the proudest one I'm proud of is CarCraft magazine. Younger guys don't know what that is. The magazines have gone away because it's all gone digital. But CarCraft is, Hot Rod and CarCraft magazine is what I grew up with when I was a kid. And to have a car in CarCraft was a pretty awesome accomplishment. And then through the years, the car's metamorphosed into what it is now. It's now a 25.3 chassis. It's a custom turbo kit built by Wonder Racing. Motors built by Wonder Racing. Keith Rhea, who's right now at this event is the fastest on the property for modular. He also holds a couple of modular door slammer records, world records. Awesome engine builder. And we are still running a factory OEM computer and a factory case 6R80 with a lot of modifications. And it still shifts itself. It's tuned by my son, John Lund 2, affectionately known as John Jr. and he does all the computer tuning, trans tuning, boost control tuning, two-step. When you run a factory computer, you have to have all the other systems piggybacked in. It would be a lot easier if we went standalone, but Lund Racing doesn't do easy. So that's where we're at.
So how's it feel to be out here and starting to interact with some of the customers? Because you're a big name in the industry and kind of got the Coyote game on lock. So what's it feel like seeing all your customers out here running and killing
awesome. I've taken a stance in the company. My wife and I own the company, and I don't do a lot of tuning. I have 5 tuners on staff now, 2 sales guys. We recently made a move from Pennsylvania to Florida just to get into a state that's got a lot more flexibility with drag racing and the business. And it is really neat to see all the customer base come out, people I don't know in the system I haven't even tuned, and I have no idea what their car is, but they're here to see their guy, their tuner, and link up with who's been tweaking their car and with their modifications. So that's really neat. And still to this day, that's really all we do. We market ourselves as the best Ford tuning company in the world, and that's what we have become. We really don't sell a lot of parts. We specialize in some parts that we've R&D'd, and we support injector dynamics and a few other things that lead to really good tuning. That way we can save ourselves from having a lot of headaches. We don't just tune everything that comes to the door. We actually turn down a lot of tune orders because we already know, we've had lessons learned, and we know what's going to work and what's not going to work. And for the most part, customers are happy to change parts and accommodate that, so because they know it'll be right. And that's what we pride ourselves on, and customer service. And we've got 2 awesome sales guys, and the team. You really know you got a great company when you make a huge move. Over 1,000-mile move, and everyone we sold the buildings, sold their houses, and they make the entire move, lock, stock, and barrel. So loyalty is a big part of a successful company, and giving back to the company and back to your employees is one thing I learned early on. If you don't do that, you're not going to have any success, because it's really not about you, it's about your team. And that's what we've done well with.
For sure. Well, man, I appreciate you taking this time for us, and
no problem.
I hope to see that you go out there and bust your old record again, and kind of drive it a little bit deeper. But
yeah, we'd like to. We're back on as #1 qualifier in the class that we're sponsoring, which is kind of weird. That we'd go after the class we're sponsoring, but if I pay the money out, I'd like to get my money back. So
I got you. Junior, you got anything you want to add?
I think the only thing that I don't think you touched on was we've been, as far as the technical stats of the car, 3,500 plus pounds this weekend. Still has factory doors. The only weight loss stuff is pulling the interior out and the hood, the trunk, and then seats. It's all the typical stuff. I mean, there's a lot more things we can do to make it more pro mod. The suspension's factory style, free link, so we don't even have inboard struts on it or anything. It's been a 115 60 foot. That was back in May at Hail Mary Derby. They haven't been able to repeat that because we made an engine change, and we changed some stuff on the intake manifold, and we think maybe that's affecting it, but right now we're trying to battle it with some other tricks with the transmission, so it's forcing us to challenge ourselves. And it's been 189 trapped, so I'd really like to see 190 out of it. So I don't think a 6R80. I mean, we're the fastest 6R80 as far as speed. We're also the quickest, but I'm pretty sure we can get 190 plus out of it, just based on all the data that I see. So that was, I think we probably had like an 8-9 mile an hour headwind on that.
Yeah.
I checked the weather, so that's significant on a car like that. If there was no headwind or you had a tailwind, it would have been 190 on that pass. So I think tonight would be a good time. So we're going to try to shift all the power left on the curve and let it eat.
Right.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate y'all taking the time, man, and I'm going to let y'all get back to it. I know y'all been grinding hard all weekend, and I know y'all got a great team of guys out there, pushing for you. So,
Yep.
But anyways, I guess we'll see you guys on the track.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
going to try to crack some 730s out of this car. So let's see if he pulls it off. .734, brand new 6R80 record. Big congratulations to Lund Sr. and the rest of the team.
Only one, yeah. One snake.
To get the data, 11 picking up the speed 162 miles an hour.
Look at that. You're going to burn me on the tree for 10 seconds. Look what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. You got to work on that.
All right, we got Lund Sr. about to make a pass. Let's see what he does. .788, not a bad run. Solid, they dialed it back a bit, but still, A to B. Out here on the big end, Lund Sr. is about to go against Scott Hastings. And it's the final round of 6R80 Pro. And shooting for a best, but also want to win the class. Let's see if he pulls it off. Almost rolled it out, man. I thought Scott had broke, and that he wasn't gonna get back in it, and then Lund was just gonna run it out, you know. Man, what a way to come second. Congratulations to Scott Hastings, man. That car's fast. That car's just wicked. Big props to Lund Sr. because he did break a record while he was here. There's nothing you can't take away from that car. Lund Sr., man. I mean, almost had it. So so what happened there, man?
We had it on kill, and it
Once again,
felt
ladies
great.
and gentlemen, don't forget
Wheeling a little bit, normal stuff.
Bet on the property
And
trophy and hard
steering wheel
luck
wasn't
award
latched,
trophy
which
that'll
is
be
driver 101
decided here
mistake.
tonight.
Got it back on, but I didn't get back in on it in
The
time.
biggest
It
bet
got
on the
past me
property
and won,
right
so
now.
he deserves it. My screw up,
This is with
but
Jason Reagan, I
we're
believe,
gonna let it finish finals and go back out and do another test and tune, see if we can reset the record.
Awesome. If your steering wheel didn't come off, what do you think that pass would have been?
Based on the 330, it would have probably been a low 730, maybe a high 720.
Awesome. Yeah. But so y'all plan on going back out and trying to give it one more whack?
One more whack. Yep.
So awesome. Well, man, I mean, y'all been doing a great job. Your team's been on point. Like I said, it's awesome to finally see y'all out here because, like I said, y'all are a big you know, a big part of this industry and very influential too. So we really appreciate y'all being out here and putting on these classes for us.
No problem. We appreciate it too.
Awesome. But man, I mean, I'm gonna let y'all get back to it and everything.
Right.
We'll probably get one more pass out of you. So I'll see y'all again soon.
Thanks.
That's all right.
Wait, everybody knows you already. So you want anything to add on top of here?
No, I was. So this is one of those events where we use it for a couple of reasons: R&D, and just to show people that we do race, right? And nothing makes me more proud than to be involved with a team that has pushed the 6R80 past anyone's expectations, really. It sucks that his steering wheel came off. You know, that's one of those things that happen. I wish I had GoPro inside to have him. I'm not going to do it because someone's going to Photoshop me with two hands in front of my face. But he said he held on, and we all noticed the death wobble, but it was really cool. So we're going to go back out. So maybe he can go up there and get some redemption. But I thought it was really cool to be involved in the whole event. We went rounds. The car did what it's supposed to do. We started in the 740s, worked our way up to the 730s. So it's been real fun. So I can't wait to get it like to NMRA and other things just to keep pushing it. The goals is 200 miles an hour and sixes, but that's like, we're probably a year away from that. But I had a bunch of fun here with all the guys that talk crap on mine, and we had to race some of them. Some of them posted memes and stuff. It's all good, but it was a fun time. I had a lot of fun.
Awesome, man. Well, man, we're so glad to see y'all out here, man. I mean, we hear about y'all tuning and all that, and just nobody ever sees y'all at the track. So this is just proof that y'all are at the track. You are at the track.
Exactly. Just show up to Mont Nats every year. We'll be here. So if you want to race us, we'll be here at Mont Nats every year.
Yeah, y'all a lot nicer in person too. So, but thanks, bud.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Talk to you later, bud.